And welcome back to the 10x Rule book reading. The 10x Rule by Grant Cardone. Hey, I'm Don. Welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time. Reading the 10x Rule by Grant Cardone. Fabulous book. However, today I am feeling a character challenge. And if I were to summarize chapter 16, I would summarize it as character challenge. Is your character being challenged to do nothing, retreat, settle for average, normal actions, or to take massive action? Well, today I decided to take massive action because, to be quite frank, I hate chapter 16. And if Grant Cardone was sitting in front of me right now, woo, that's all I gotta say. Woo, get some. That's what I would be saying. But then I think, would Grant Cardone even care what I have to say? Because I fly commercial. However, being a consumer of his book, being somebody who he wants to reach and have an impact with, I think Grant Cardone would care when I say I hate chapter 16. Chapter 16. The title of chapter 16 is Fear is the Great Indicator. Fear is the great indicator. Grant, I don't operate in fear. God hasn't given me the spirit of fear. He gave me the spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. So why would I subscribe to a practice of operating in fear? I don't comprehend fear. I hate fear. Matter of fact, I put a note here. Use fear to crush fear. That's what the title of chapter 16 should be. Use fear to crush fear. That one's for you, Grant Cardone. Chapter 16, the 10x Rule. Use fear to crush fear. For God hasn't given us a spirit of fear. He gave us a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. And I eat, sleep, and breathe that. Therefore, I cannot subscribe to some of the principles in chapter 16, which is titled, Fear is the Great Indicator. However, I will read something that is of the utmost importance to all of us, regardless of your stance on the issue of fear, which I hate. Use fear to crush fear. The 10x Rule compels you to separate yourself from everyone else in the market. And you do that by, as I emphasized earlier, doing what others refuse to do. Only in this way will you distinguish yourself and dominate your sector. I'll read it one more time. The 10x Rule compels you to separate yourself from everyone else in the market. And you do that by, as I emphasized earlier, doing what others refuse to do. Only in this way will you distinguish yourself and dominate your sector. So chapter 16, Grant, in his way, tries to say that fear is something that, used as the correct tool, can help you achieve success. Now, I understand where he's coming from. It's just that when you get into the practice of allowing fear to be your indicator, your motivator, then you're trapping yourself. Because not everybody has that mindset, that stable mindset. Okay? I understand what he's saying with chapter 16. However, not everybody is capable of seeing fear as something to conquer. Most people are debilitated, immobilized by fear. Look what they did to people over the past couple of years. They used fear. Fear is one of the greatest tactics in the history of the man. Fear is one of the greatest tactics in the history of getting people to move in masses. Fear is one of the greatest psychological weapons that has been used in the history of mankind. I hate fear. When I see fear, smell fear, sense fear, I get angry. I want to fight. And that's the way I see fear. So for me to operate any other way is like, I give fear no place. You know what I'm saying? But I understand what Grant is saying here. You have to read chapter 16 Taking massive action quickly and repeatedly will ensure that you appear fearless in the marketplace. Taking massive action quickly and repeatedly will ensure that you appear fearless in the marketplace. And so I'll end with this again. It's not about fear. It's about your character being challenged. When you come up against a difficulty, when you come up against something, it's your character being challenged. Like my character was challenged today to even talk about this chapter. It's your character being challenged that causes you to procrastinate. It's your character being challenged that causes you to not make the phone call that you should be making. It's your character being challenged that causes you not to take action where you know you need to take action, where your gut is telling you take action, but you're not taking action. It's your character being challenged. Like my character being challenged today. I had to step up because I was fighting mad with this chapter. I'm not going to lie. Chapter 16, I was like, I wanted to Hulk on chapter 16. Seriously. Is your character being challenged to do nothing, to retreat, to settle for average, normal action, or to take massive action? That's the goal that you're striving for as an entrepreneur, as a business person in life. Take massive action. Don't retreat. Don't do nothing. Don't settle for average. Taking massive action quickly and repeatedly will ensure that you appear fearless in the marketplace, in life. Take massive action. Use fear to crush fear. That one's for you, Grant Cardone.